Hey guys, it's me, the cat that never sleeps. I'm just kidding. But seriously, I've been up since 11 o'clock last night. So, yeah. So, I have a package. It is actually 4:47 in the morning, Mountain Time. But I'm usually up all night, every night anyway, and I usually don't go to bed until like maybe 7 or 8 at night, or 7 or 8 in the morning, I'm sorry. But like I said, I've got a package right here. No, your eyes are not tricking you. This is actually the size of the package. It's just a little 3-ounce box. It's really tiny. Now, let me explain what this is. You guys have seen the Bop It Classic in Walmart or Target or wherever, brand new, right? Where it's got the cool comic book design, comic book style design where the kid's got his hand around the Bop It and he's like this. Well, I found on eBay one of these, except I would say it's probably about 3 times smaller than this Bop It Classic right here. I am not kidding when I say that the width of the box going across is literally 1.25 inches wide. Alexa, 1.25 inches to centimeters.
1.25 inches is 3.175 centimeters.
So about 3 1/16 centimeters or something like that. So, in other words, yeah. Let's open this little tiny thing. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, my voice has gotten a little higher. I swear I've not done anything to it. I swear to God. Because people were kind of confused when I talked to them the one day. But you guys know my drill, so it's all good. Let's see. I do not have a scissors in here with me, so I'll just have to use a little tiny push pin if I can get it open. Holy crap. Did that work? All I need is a sharp edge, really. Huh. And looky there. I made a hole in the label. So, a little tiny push pin, or a thumbtack, whatever you guys call it in your area, can open a tiny little package. You learn something new every day, right? Okay, so this is much easier to open than 95% of the packages I've opened in my life. Ah! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Okay, are you guys ready to see how tiny this thing is? Like, for real. I'll tell you right now that this little package that I have here is probably way smaller than the world's smallest Bop It, actually. In fact, the package is probably about the size of the Bop It button, the whole entire Bop It button on the world's smallest. That's how small it is. Are you guys ready? Let me pop this thing open. I'm starting to wonder, I think this thing actually works, actually, if I'm not mistaken. If it works, how the heck are you supposed to put batteries in this? Because the way they put it on the listing, makes it look a lot bigger than it actually is. Like, for real. Okay, so this is the Bop It Classic, and this, what I have behind the Classic, is what I bought. It is, your eyes are not tricking you. This is actually that small. It's really that small. Look at that thing. Holy crap, the camera captures it perfectly. Wow. And I don't think it works. No, it doesn't. It's just it looks like it's just a little model is all. Yeah, the button isn't even pressable. Everything is so small, and the pullet, you can even kind of see the pullet has a little white notch right here to even hold the pullet onto the game. But it looks like it's a lot big. It looks different than the Shout It or than the Classic for a couple reasons. Number one, in fact, how am I going to do this? Here, let's take a picture of this thing first, and then I'll show you some cosmetic details. I'll get a big full screen picture of this thing for you guys. Make it a lot easier for you all to see. Oops. Then the back. Okay. So, here is the differences between the Bop It Classic. This is actually called a mini brand. So this is actually by Zuru, the company Zuru. If you guys have heard of like the bunch of balloons or whatever you guys call them. This thing is literally just a piece of cardboard. And the Bop It model looks like a little tiny piece of plastic is all it is. Looks like something you'd see in a Barbie set or something. Yeah, it's literally, here, let me hold out my hand. So my hand is probably, I have no idea. Here, I'm going to put my hand. My hand is probably about my palm is about 3 times the size of the actual unit that I got. It's unbelievable. Okay, so I'm going to set this right here, just so it's right out of right in sight, right here. And I took a picture to kind of show the cosmetic details that I had discovered. So, here, oh crud, these all turned out blurry. Dang it. Well, that's what I get. How am I going to do this? Oh, I've got magnifier on my iPhone, that's right. Let me zoom in intensely. Okay, so, oh, come on, you. It's gonna be a minute. Oh, I see. Okay, here I got the magnifier on. So, compared to the actual Bop It Classic that you guys know, here's what the model looks like. So, it looks identical. Oops. Just turn the brightness down. Looks identical to the package. And there are a few minor details. So if you look really closely, I'm going to zoom into the Bop It button. You can see, I know it's blurry as hell, but this thing does have little tiny dots embossed into it. Yeah, kind of like the Bop It Micro. Like, so it has little dots in it, just like the Micro does. It's got all the little dots, and the Shout It, which, in all honesty, I think the Shout It resembles it the best. It's got the dots, like, even if you're blind, you can feel the dots along the edge of the Bop It button. Okay, how did my brightness get turned? Oh, there we go. The twist, or the, like, oh, come on now. Everything looks the same. Like I said, there's a little, there's the pullet right there. So there's, right where my finger is, that's the handle of the pullet. Right below it, there's a white notch, so it actually stays together. And the box, I think, does have a little bit of kind of offset printed a little bit. I learned about that in graphic design. So you literally, like the twist it arrow, see if I can, like, even if where it says twist it, you can see it's gold there. The bottom of the arrow, it touches the bottom of the arrow, so it's really tiny. And it's offset, so it's kind of like off-centered. And, oh, the other thing is, I'll actually just show you this. The little tiny thing actually the Bop It button sticks out. So if you look at the classic, the Bop It button is basically flat for the most part. If you look from the twisted side, this actually pops out a little bit. You can kind of see it right here. Kind of pops out a little bit. Doesn't pop out as much as the Shout does, but almost. So, I did find one of these on eBay earlier as well, but the box was broken. So, like, right here, the little box was where he's holding on to the Bop It, like, gripping it like this. That was broken. Or that was ripped or damaged. There's a little tiny tab on the back of the thing. However, I think that's to hold the game in place. So you can kind of see, come on, focus camera. I'm trying to do it so it'll focus, but then it'll go back to me when it's done. Because I've had issues with it. Come on. There we go. So yeah, right about here where that red person is there's a little clear plastic tab. That's to hold the game into place, because if you look on the inside, there is no way for it to hold together. Like, for example, to hold the Bop It into the package, it's got a wire type thing here that holds it together here and here to keep it connected to the box. Well, this only has this little thing. And yeah, like I said, your eyes are not tricking you. This thing is literally tiny. Like, here's So, okay. Here's what the actual game looks like, the full classic. Here's the little one. So, this is even smaller than, it's much smaller than a micro, obviously. Much smaller than the world's smallest. In fact, yeah. Here I'm holding up the world's smallest. Here is the Bop It Classic mini brand that I have. It's literally the size of the Bop It button on the world's smallest. It's that small. So, I mean, I gotta be careful with this thing. This isn't really a Bop It per se, like that you can play, obviously. But I am going to put it in my, I am probably going to put this in my Bop It collection update video, which, if you guys haven't heard, I'm going to start recording that in December. So it's the middle of November right now. December, I'm going to film with a friend in the UK, so it's going to be probably a weekend day. And my goal, if I get everything in and recorded, my goal is to have everything uploaded and premiered over New Year's. So you might end up seeing it in 2023, or you may see it in 2024. Might be this December 31st or January 1st, 2024. You never know. Haven't really figured that out yet. It's hard to believe that it's already almost Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is next week. And, oh, speaking of which, next Friday, don't forget to check my YouTube channel here, because all you guys who had put submissions for Bop It to say your fail comment that you came up with, that will be premiering on Black Friday next week at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that would be noon for me because I'm in Mountain Time. So for those of you who voted, or not voted, I'm sorry, in the UK, it will probably be about 7 p.m. for you guys. Otherwise, yeah, around that time, around 1 p.m. is when it's going to premiere. 1 p.m. Central. Oh, one more thing. I had a poll, and I mentioned this a couple times already. I had a poll that I put out on my community posts on YouTube here. Bop It Master 8 is fading out. I've actually secretly been trying to fade it out for the last year, throughout this year, actually. In fact, the second half of this year, so at least since June. June or July, actually. But I put a poll out asking what you guys think I should do for a new title. And I may have a winner already, because 72% of the 32 people that voted already within the last week said the option that I thought would be good as well. So, yeah, I'm going to be using that. I have the same poll on my Twitter as well, or X, whatever you want to call it. And so that poll, I think, got the same answer, if I remember correctly. Highest answer so far. So let's check out X. Yeah, so out of 12 votes, I've got 1 day and 10 hours left on the poll. 42% of people, and there were 12 votes, 42% said the answer that you guys said. That had 72% on YouTube here. So you guys, I'm going to have to create a new intro over the course of this next month here. And I'm going to put that on my Bop It collection update video. So, but like I said, I'm having a guest come in because I was supposed to do it with Luna, but I didn't have the best luck with Luna, in all honesty. I'd rather not talk about it. But, yeah, so one of my friends who considers me almost like their sister now, so it's kind of special to me, is going to join me on a call, either probably FaceTime or Messenger, Facebook Messenger. I'm thinking probably Messenger. I'm not 100% sure yet, considering I'm going to be recording on my Windows machine here, but you can't get FaceTime on Windows unless you have a special link. So, we'll see. Until then, thank you guys for watching this video, this long video, just to show off this tiny little thing, which I can't believe they made these so tiny, like, for real. This thing actually is from Series 2, so you know they've got those 5 surprise capsule bubble type things that you get as a grab bag for like $3 at Walmart. They're all the way on like Series 5 or 6 for different collectibles. And Bop It here was for Series 2. So I found one of these on eBay for $15. It's like, hell yeah, we gotta get this thing. But it's much smaller than I thought it would be. Here, I'll show you the picture that was actually on the listing. Here. So this actually said it was 1.25 inches wide, which I could see that. But when they have it so dang close to the ruler, it's like they make it look bigger than it actually is. So it's kind of unreal. Yeah, it's just a little tiny thing. Size increased to show texture. I'm just kidding. Like a bag of potato chips. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching this. Be sure to check out that video of your Bop It fail comments next Friday at 1 p.m. Central. And yeah, we'll see what comes next for Bop It videos. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.